You know, if you were up early this morning, maybe you got to see the red sky, sunrise sky, and that was a beautiful shot taken by Beverly Oberg and Stuart Straft. Of course, those clouds quickly rolled in, and then around noon and beyond, some of us saw flurries, others saw legit snow showers. For some areas, it wasn't much. For other areas, it peppered down for a while. Here's a nice shot of the road less traveled in black and white, and that from Jim Carpenter on this winter day. Temperatures right now are primarily in the upper 20s and low 30s, so most of the region is below freezing. Again, we had those snow showers around basically noon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, and then they quickly exited. Now, the farther south and east you went, because of some dynamics in the atmosphere, it really put down several inches of snow reported across Cumberland and Powhatan and out toward Amelia County and Chesterfield, and that continues to work down across the coast here as we speak. That was one front, but the Arctic front, the real true Arctic air, is continuing to work its way down from Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, and that should be crossing the region, say 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and that's when the wind surge will happen. It's the combination of that front, and once it passes, it'll help spawn a low pressure offshore, and those two weather features will create some strong winds as high pressure begins to build in our direction throughout the day tomorrow. So we'll talk about the headlines. First, the wind, high wind warnings for the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Shenandoah Valley, wind advisories for Central Virginia across the board. Gust easily 30, 50 miles an hour. Mountains certainly could see 50, 65 mile per hour gusts, enough that could certainly take some weakened trees down, certainly cause some power outages. Do be prepared for that, and that goes for all day on Saturday. So the uptick in wind by the models showing this after about 2 a.m. and there we are in the morning. I mean, it is certainly noticeable. Easily those 20, 30, 40 mile per hour gusts, certainly stronger along the ridge tops of the Blue Ridge. That'll continue. And again, the wind speeds will just slowly back down by late tomorrow night. Then we factor in the frigid temperatures, we create dangerous wind chills. So that's why we have the cold warnings for the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Shenandoah Valley, cold advisories here across Central Virginia, as low as 10 below across the advisory area, and the mountains it could be as low as 30 to 40 below, and basically for the valley as low as about 20 below potential. So there we are with lows overnight, again in the teens, but it'll never feel like that in the morning with sub-zero and single-digit readings. And as we really take a look at what's happening, that second surge of the Arctic front comes in about 1, 2 in the morning. That's when the winds really pick up. There we are of those morning temperatures. Here we are in the afternoon, 19 to 26, but it'll never feel like that throughout the course of your Saturday. Now, Sunday morning starts frigid, single digits to around 10 above, but the wind will begin to be much lighter here on Sunday. Mix of sun and clouds, but we'll hold numbers in the 20s. Meanwhile, in Santa Clara, California, temperatures will be in the upper 60s for Super Bowl. 10 to 18 tonight with sub-zero wind chills. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. It's a frigid Super Bowl weekend, but as quickly as this shot of frigid air moves in, it's going to be moving out. So Monday, sort of a transition day, and we'll be near or around 50 or so as we get into the middle of next week.
All right, Eric, thanks, I guess.
Well, the owners of